The millionaire mindset. Is it true or not that you are generally discontent with every one of the negative contemplations to you? Do you generally believe that nothing advantageous can happen to you? You won't accomplish what you want? You can't collect adequate abundance? You can't claim an extravagant house? How frequently do you feel as such? Achievement relies upon the limits you set to you. Your discernment on the sort of life you need to lead can be activated by your brain. The confidence you have in yourself will lead you to progress. Your conviction, that you can't acquire more than whatever you really will beat you down. You have set a monetary limit for yourself. On the off chance that you are in faltering that you won't be advanced, then you are planning for disappointment in the profession. You have made an endless loop to you. You feed your psyche with negative considerations and bomb yourself, and this continues to rehash. You have instilled yourself with confined considerations and convictions. These limitations and impediments prevent you from carrying on with the ideal life and make you ineffective. These videos will assist you with liberating yourself from your own prohibitive considerations and urge you to emphatically think. The tips I share here will lead you to progress. 1. The millionaire mindset. Gain proficiency with the secrets of the most successful millionaires and achieve the life you desire. Introduction to the mindset. You might consider what enchanted powers the rich and well-off have? What are their insider facts? The rich think in an unexpected way. Their mogul mentality separates them. The destitute individuals don't have that sort of outlook that the rich people have. The start point. You can find success in your monetary and individual life, through being solid-willed. Your psyche mind is exceptionally strong and can impact your cognizant brain. It can either make you or break you. For making monetary progress, you ought to change your reasoning example. Furthermore, for that transform you really want, do as follows: begin thinking emphatically. What you love you start focusing on, and what you focus on you begin adoring. So focus on what you need to be sure you need. Your psyche brain will assist you with accomplishing it. Make your own way for progress. Attempting to follow others will help you somewhat, yet your objective won't be accomplished. You ought to follow your own voice. In the event that you don't adore yourself, you won't ever be rich. Since, in such a case that you don't feel that you merit the best, you cannot make progress toward it. For making progress, you ought to do the very thing you love doing. Assuming you are caught in a task, which you hate, you won't try sincerely as you loathe it. Regardless of whether you burn through at least 10 hours every day, you won't succeed. Quit feeling envious of fruitful individuals. Envy is a pessimistic inclination, and it will just acquire cynicism in your life. You will be redirected from the way of accomplishing cash and riches. You shouldn't fault others for your disappointment. Begin taking obligation regarding whatever occurs in your life. As you would like to assume acknowledgement for your prosperity, figure out how to acknowledge your disappointment too without pointing fingers at others for the equivalent. It will make you a more mindful individual. Would you like to change your status and need to become rich? Getting the previously mentioned changes your demeanor towards life. Thriving and achievement will track down its direction into your existence with your uplifting perspective. Figuring out the purpose of your life. Without an objective throughout everyday life, you won't know what to do. Understanding the significance of your existence is significant. At the point when you attempt to contemplate what is the mission or motivation behind your life, you may not get a reasonable image of it. We need clearness and knowledge for tracking down our genuine reason throughout everyday life. It is conceivable that you might have numerous objectives in your day-to-day existence and will most likely be unable to distinguish the genuine one, well defined for you. The most effective method to bring that one thought out about your brain that will lead you to progress. What will occur in the event that you can't connect with your fantasies? What is straightaway significant info? Your association with reality might be the groundwork of your motivation. Not having a concluded reason in life doesn't mean you don't have one. It isn't something you will simply awaken to, at some point. You need to make a solid effort to decide it. You might not have the choice of picking it, as you have numerous options. A considerable lot of the decisions may not be certified. While focusing on your motivation, you should display the capacity to see it. You want to make a technique to accomplish your motivation, steps that will lead you to your motivation of life. These techniques and cycles get you the solution for your question and make you say, "This is all there is to it." When you decide your objective, you pursue accomplishing it energetically. So the initial step is to go with your ability to appreciate individuals on a profound level, since it will assist you with distinguishing your motivation accurately. This is the way you go about it. 1. You really want something to record, similar to a piece of paper or a word processor in your PC. 2. At the highest point of the page, write down, "What is the genuine motivation behind my life?" 3. Anything that answers strikes a chord. It very well might be a short expression and not an appropriately outlined sentence as a response. 4. Continue to rehash stage 3, until you have composed all that you can imagine on tracking down motivation behind your life. This is the very thing that you have been battling to find. Your calling won't make any difference. To some this might check out and others might view it as silly. The motivation behind our life may not be obvious to us in light of social preparation. Your oblivious and cognizant psyche will send bogus messages. In any case, whenever you have observed the genuine reason, you feel like it has come from the inwardmost voice. Applying rationale and thinking to figure out what your perspectives on life are is another technique. The alternate way is to involve rationale and justification behind your circumstance. It will be simple, assuming you are more sensible in your considerations. Apply your complete educational experience to figure out your genuine reason throughout everyday life. Attempt to comprehend where you stand in your current reality. This is an extremely basic method to follow and subsequently not entirely obvious. What you are doing is, understanding your view on your methodology of life and transforming those into what you see with your own eyes. Where you stand in your current understanding of life will assist you with finding your objective, so you really want to find out. Your existence addresses yourself, and this assists you with figuring out your motivation for life. The thoughts you have about existence makes up your character. Assuming you have a pessimistic mentality towards life, that implies you are a gloomy individual. At the point when you are clear about your thoughts, you will observe a reason in life which is attainable and sensible. It resembles a 3D image. Whenever you cut a piece of it, the whole picture is still in the more modest piece. You resemble a piece and the entire of the visualization is reality. You will observe that something is off base when you have wrong thoughts regarding yourself to you, so this method will reveal what issues you have and show you reality. These methods will assist you with figuring out your motivation and to know where to go from that point. Assuming that you have a solid standpoint, you will obtain results by applying the methods. You will figure out that the reasonable and the capacity to appreciate people on a profound level will call attention to your motivation of life in various ways, yet they will say exactly the same thing. Dispose of negativity in your life. A large portion of us have issues accomplishing what we want. Have we at any point given an idea, with respect to why it is unattainable? Rather than searching for issues inside us, we continue to fault everyone around us for our disappointment. You will fault your country's monetary framework, guardians, kin, or even the president, however won't attempt to see what are you lacking? Adjusting your life. Might there be a basic method for accomplishing what you want? Have you at any point mulled over everything? Essential and legitimate response is the point at which you trust in something, you get it. This is pertinent for each aspect of your life. It incorporates your relationship, actual prosperity, profession, etc. A significant number of us don't understand that, by changing our idea design, we roll out certain improvements in our day-to-day existence. Moreover, in light of this, they are dealing with issues all through their life. The vast majority of you see yourself as what others like to make you accept. On the off chance that you continue to pay attention to the pessimistic criticism, you will wind up making an act of allowing individuals to pass judgment on you. You need to pay attention to your inward voice to follow the right way and not everything that others say to you. You are answerable for your life and not others. Attempt to comprehend what you truly need and work towards achieving it. Dispose of the relative multitude of negative considerations and get inspiration from your contemplations. Make this change immediately. Continuously manifest the best for you as well as your friends and family. Here is a strategy for you to attempt. 1. Ponder something, Some circumstance in your life that you might want to change in a flash. Lead every one of your contemplations to everything going on. 2. Understanding the above, continue pondering you and begin having faith in what you need. Reproduce the subtleties and conditions by shaping a picture of it to you. 3. At the point when you are in a quiet perspective, focus on that change. You ought to do this as frequently as it is feasible for you. Your oblivious psyche will foster a propensity for imaging what is going on which you want. 4. With this positive reasoning, you will notice the progressions that happen in your actual world. When you put positive reasoning in your life, cash, individuals and considerations, etc. will assist you with arriving at your objective as though by some sorcery. Positive changes show their power along these lines. When you begin thinking emphatically, keep a tab of each and every change that is going on in your life. Consequently, you can see, it is extremely basic. Thusly, you have prevented negative considerations from entering your brain. Nonetheless, this may not be extremely simple since individuals around you can acquire the pessimism your life and in your considerations, these individuals might incorporate your mate, relative, your companion or somewhere in the vicinity. If conceivable, attempt to acquire some change them by showing them what changes have positive reasoning has been purchased in your life. The most effective way to exploit positive reasoning is by involving every one of the techniques for driving a wonderful and merry life. Get yourself a similar companion or mate. Try not to restrict your mind with boundaries. Anything that objective you set, you can accomplish, that you want to continue to remind yourself to find success. Assuming you have some limited pondering cash, you will always be unable to aggregate abundance. Here we will attempt to find out what your limited convictions about cash are, and the way things are hampering its convergence in your life. Imagine something truly mind-blowing. You will learn about the negative considerations that don't permit free progression of cash into your life and prevent you from acquiring riches, with assistance of the speculations that I will advance in this video. If you use them in your day-to-day existence, no one can prevent you from being well off. You have solid opposition towards cash on the off chance that you are not calm following any of the couple of ideas. You should wonder why you are not happy completing the ideas, as this will assist you with emerging from the restricted reasoning convictions about cash. While going through the means, you may not be happy with doing some of them. To become familiar with those means, continue to rehash them until you foster a solace level. This will assist you with eliminating all the limited reasoning you have about cash. Also, you will invite abundance into your life and get out the no cash status in your life. As you go through the means, you will view them as exceptionally basic. Notwithstanding, real execution may not be that simple, assuming you have solid restricting conviction about cash. Figure out the purposes behind such fields and attempt to annihilate them forever from your brain. You will actually want to check your sentiments, when you attempt to imagine what you need throughout everyday life. This will assist you with trying anything transforms you really want to achieve in your life. For instance, when you are strolling down the road and you see a sumptuous vehicle left outside a shop. You gaze at the magnificence of the vehicle. You are gazing at the lovely outside of the vehicle. Indeed, even the restrictive inside of the vehicle is apparent to you. What considerations are running to you? What are your sentiments at that point? Get to know them as they happen to you so you can record them. Assuming you are thinking as referenced beneath, that implies your understanding about cash is limited. 1. The individual driving the vehicle is such a hotshot. 2. The individual driving the vehicle might have given the cash to the poor as opposed to spending it on the vehicle. 3. It is out of my financial plan. 4. A few homes might cost much for this vehicle, so what's the use of purchasing such an expensive vehicle? 5. The driver is a consideration searcher, so it isn't something I turn upward to. 6. Individuals, who are incredibly wealthy, will actually want to purchase such a vehicle, thus it isn't something I can bear. 7. It is a cool vehicle, yet I don't have that sort of cash. 8. Regardless of whether I work for my entire life, I won't make to the point of buying such an extravagant vehicle. Assuming you have positive contemplating cash, your considerations will be as per the following. 1. Goodness. This is one of my number one vehicles. 2. The cash streams into my life with such ease that I need to possibly conclude when I want to buy the vehicle and the vehicle will be mine. 3. I'm certain this individual can satisfy every one of his desires. 4. What a sweet vehicle. I realize I will have one of those in the future. 5. It feels better to realize that individuals can manage the cost of such vehicles. 6. Assuming that I let this vehicle come into my life through my positive reasoning, I will have it. 7. Assuming you share with yourself that you can manage the cost of it. It may not be imaginable short term, but since of positive reasoning you may. 8. I can as of now feel that the vehicle is a major part of my life. Attempt to comprehend your inclination. When you get what you want in the wake of reasoning emphatically about everything going on, your sentiments about cash will be clear when you are in line with the source. Settle on how much you want to earn. We as a whole long for expanding our pay, however, without an appropriate arrangement and its execution, accomplishing it is unrealistic. In this part I will show you how to show up at your objective and procure more, so everything you could ever hope for can work out as expected. Your income. Begin making a picture to you of what you need throughout everyday life. Think exhaustively, what climate you need to be in, what individuals you need to be encircled fault with. Pick a business, which is reasonable and will acquire you adequate pay. Imagine all subtleties minutely. Then put forth an objective which is challenging to accomplish yet not feasible. At first, consider what you need to accomplish in 1 year. Work out the systems for accomplishing your objective for the year. Contemplate every one of the issues you will face and how to handle it. Consider every one of the knocks that you have on your way of achievement and learn approaches to keeping away from it. Figure out what extra preparation or capability you really want for accomplishing your objective. Eliminate every one of the negative considerations that enter your mind. Attempt to battle every one of the negative considerations about your pay and business. Continue moving towards your objective by battling with every one of the negative contemplations that put you down. Record every one of your arrangements you need to reach in 1 year's time, what steps you will take. Plan each progression and follow them strictly. In the event that necessary, take direction from the individual whose position you want to be in. Individuals who are fruitful, however not in that frame of mind of business, will actually want to direct you as well. Have an inspirational perspective and continue to peruse persuasive videos for support. Fascination, a powerful tool. In our everyday discussion, we have all run over the hypothesis of a pattern of energy attracting similar energy with utilization of words like positive reasoning. Thus, the hypothesis might be new as far as we're concerned, however otherworldly masterminds have had faith in these speculations for a long time. Attract it. Our force of reasoning is beautiful. It draws in anything we desire into our life. All of the universe will make progress toward accomplishing what we want at whatever point we think or discuss it. Assuming that we think adversely, we will articulate negative words frequently. I cannot perform, or I'm not equipped for this. The universe will get these words from your contemplations and give it back to you. Cynicism will get you far from your objective. You can completely change yourself by being certain about everything in your life. Your life won't change for the time being, it will require investment. When you seed positive contemplations in your day-to-day existence, it will bear the ideal national product for you in the end. Begin by having a decent outlook on yourself and love yourself. As you water your seed of positive contemplations, it changes your life and achieves vital changes. Make certain of what you need throughout everyday life. Whenever you have settled on that, you can request that the universe assist you with accomplishing it. Attempt to make an unmistakable picture of what you want. Focus on your considerations and watch what you say about your object of want. Act and feel that what you are requesting is coming. You should fool yourself into accepting that what you want is coming and you really want to feel the inclination. Stand by listening to your impulse, co-connect with them and comprehend what the universe is talking about. Get every one of the messages with a receptive outlook. Universe is giving affirmation to you that what you need is coming. You will acquire monetary accomplishment when you are capable relate with the universe. Self-introspection. Wrong ideas to you will lead you no place. You will always be unable to achieve the sort of abundance you need. Many individuals accept that they can bring in the sort of cash that is required for living sumptuously. They have negative thoughts in their brain. Others' opinion on them has turned into the reason for investigating their self. They unequivocally accept that any way hard they work they won't succeed. These negative contemplations become the vision of your life. Search inside. Try not to put stock in something since everybody has a similar idea. Continue to scrutinize those thoughts. Try not to follow the crowd indiscriminately. Assuming huge quantities of individuals have confidence in something that doesn't be guaranteed to ensure it to be valid. Individuals in the past times accepted that the earth was level and the sun moved around it. Today, we as a whole realize this isn't reality. Despite the fact that everyone accepted this, that didn't mean it was correct. Continually second guess yourself. It is simple and enticing to relax because of these convictions when we are confronting difficulties throughout everyday life. These convictions provide you with a feeling that everything is good. You are on the right track to acknowledge that they can be misleading. Assuming you are clear in your contemplations, you will observe that genuine conviction will endure for an extremely long period and some unacceptable thoughts will not. Consequently, eliminate these ideas from your life. Continue to ask yourself, might this at any point be relied upon? What is the assurance that this is reality? Is this actually reality? Convictions, which have not been tried, resemble fantasies. They might comfort you at time, you might view them as lovely, think that they are entertaining, and as it is what you needed to accept yet not really be reality. Are these your ideas about cash? Did you specify these thoughts regarding cash frequently, genuinely or nonchalantly? Assuming you do, that implies unwittingly these ideas are impacting your relationship with cash. Large numbers of the rich individuals have procured cash through unlawful ways. All the evil on the planet is brought about by cash. I'm not deserving of being rich. Cash is created by cash. As I don't have cash, I can't become rich. Rich individuals are not quite so legit as poor. At the point when it is about cash, certain individuals have all karma. Absurdly rich. Rich individuals are agnostic. I shouldn't be rich and for that reason I am not. Rich individuals are uncommonly innovative, gifted and astute. Every one of the rich individuals have acquired abundance. Rich individuals are inconsiderate and hostile. All rich individuals are bad. Whether you will have a wealth of cash or barely survive will rely on your impression of cash. You need to conclude how much cash you need to procure for an extravagant life and make arrangements appropriately. Do you go through heaps of difficulties to bring in cash? Would you say you are taking care of your business, which you genuinely disdain? Abundance gets drawn to you effectively or you bring in cash easily assuming your idea of abundance is right. Your vibe about cash relies on your thoughts regarding cash. On the off chance that you are okay with your psyche mind, this is the most extravagant area of feelings. Your past involvement in cash will conclude how agreeable you are with funds. You can encounter monetary prosperity and create as much abundance as you wish assuming that you attempt to eliminate every one of the pessimistic sentiments you consider cash energy you move and live with, and that giving this energy access to your life will bring abundance into your life. See what improvement it makes in your day-to-day existence. Accept that cash can come to you as effectively as the air you inhale and see what improvement this thought makes in your day-to-day existence. You are resolved that having all the abundance you really want will make you self-conscious with the above thought. Choose to change your thoughts about cash, which are negative and are halting the convergence of cash that you are qualified for. Generosity and benevolence. Consideration is vital, whether through your actual work or by feelings. It isn't simply valuable to the individual at the less than desirable and yet additionally to yourself. Magnanimity can be appeared through different ways. The good. Whenever you focus on others rather than yourself, positive energies develop and circumstances are made for progress. They disentangle themselves in type of unforeseen and bountiful positive reactions. This might incorporate a difference in conduct from being a misanthrope and mean to magnanimity. Best of luck with inflow of bountiful cash might come your direction with such good thoughts. A tight-fisted man chose to pay for the training of his companion's child, whose monetary foundation was not beautifully This signal is out of his personality. Following day, out of nowhere he gets an installment for the receipt, which has been forthcoming for quite a while. In the above situation, the recluse comprehended the connection between failing to remember his tackiness and the positive reaction he got from life. He likewise noticed that the sum, which he liberally gave, was practically equivalent to the sum he got from the startling installments. Altruism and liberality. You can get the best of luck in your life by being caring and liberal towards others. Whenever an individual sends appreciation and generosity to his companions and various clients, he was showered with uplifting news as cash, deals and other best of luck. Have altruism at work. To draw in cash, you want to have generosity towards the others around you as well as the situation and circumstance around you. Altruism in your work will draw in heaps of cash into your life. Our progression of surplus altruism will make inflow of surplus cash. For instance, assuming a sales rep invests his 100% energy in his work, it is conceivable that he will encounter best of luck as additional interest, more work and more open doors and so forth. This model shows you that the utilization of generosity can be straightforwardly connected with cash and achievement. For what reason do generosity and altruism draw in cash? Consider cash a power and not a thing. The power puts stock in empowering shared benefits and connection between people. Cash is the power for human exchange and correspondence. Cash can measure up to language. Language empowers people to collaborate with different people. Consider an individual who chooses to stay quiet and needs to hush up about every one of the words. Will this choice assistance him? Certainly no. Language itself is for correspondence. Language develops and is gainful provided that we use it for correspondence. The more you use it, the more you grasp it and can connect with it. Language empowers a solitary individual to speak with the entire society. We don't store language. Thusly, we can reason that the more individuals that utilization our language, the simpler it is to relate with others. This can be applied to cash. Cash is like language. At the point when we relate through cash with others, cash develops. Whenever we help other people to flourish and attempt to energize progress in people around us, we will draw in cash. Generosity and altruism will draw in more cash into our life. The more you give, the more you get. Except that it is easy to make money. We have some time or the other heard that we could accomplish what we really put stock in. Having confidence in something will assist you with accomplishing it. Many individuals will dispose of this hypothesis, while some might have taken a stab at making it happen, however might not have really done so yet. Other people who have attempted it and have tasted accomplishment through it. Notwithstanding, acquiring achievement is extremely difficult, as you need to follow the means in this trusting system and use it in support of yourself. Trust it. Answer a couple of the inquiries. Do you accept with all confidence that there are different ways of arriving at your objective and you simply need to track down them? Do you have absolute confidence in yourself and your capacity to accomplish anything you want monetarily and actually? Do you totally accept that you will be shown the correct course at right time and regardless of where you are presently, you will arrive at your objective? On the off chance that your response for a considerable lot of the above questions is regrettable, it won't lead you to where you wish to go. You want to totally accept that all that will help you out. The conviction that you can observe a solution for each question that emerges while knowing and accepting that you can and you will. Instructions to acquire such an elevated degree of fearlessness. Begin with little advances. Begin by focusing on little issues in your everyday existence, like, in the event that you can't observe the keys, continue to let yourself know that you will track down them. At the point when you truly observe them, you will begin having confidence in this interaction. While doing a venture with a severe cutoff time, continue to guarantee yourself that you will complete your task inside the cutoff time, and when you have completed the undertaking, you have created trust in yourself. By acquiring this change yourself, you will figure out how to be sure about yourself. Quit stressing, on the grounds that stressing resembles not confiding in yourself. Sentences like, "I stress since I may not be capable of completing the tests," show your absence of certainty. By stressing, you can't change what is going on. As you begin accepting yourself and settling on little choices, it will end up being a propensity with you. Along these lines, when you deal with more concerning issues throughout everyday life, you know what to do. You have quit stressing and are confronting difficulties with heaps of fearlessness. You know what to do and can accomplish what you wish for. Ventures for having self-conviction training could be under control, however you will find opportunity to accomplish this propensity. Monetary achievement relies profoundly upon self-conviction. Without this, nothing will check out. Finally, everyone needs to be rich. Some of them have previously accomplished this and some are attempting to accomplish it. Numerous ways will lead you to monetary achievement, and the importance for abundance is different for every one of us. Regardless of how you characterize riches, your idea of abundance will assist you with making monetary progress. Having the right mentality towards cash assists you with achieving monetary achievement. It has its own presence, personality and power. Understanding how changing your idea about cash experiencing the same thing is vital. If it was useful for you, help us to publicize the channel and take this material to as many people as possible. Take the opportunity to make your comment and leave your like in this video. I'm Sally and we'll see you soon. Until then.